Hey, good morning, Coach. It was
Morning.
announced this morning that Jerome Baker would be the Dolphins' Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee. I just wanted to get your take on not the football player, but just Jerome, the person, and why he's deserving of that honor. Just tell us about him a little bit as a man.
Well, the thing that sticks out about Bake to me is, he's a very even keeled guy. I think he's got a good perspective on you need balance in life. And I think that, you know, our sole focus, when we're in the building is really about getting better and executing better, coaching better, and becoming better football players. I think, oftentimes what gets lost in that is the balance of being a good human being and, being kind, being considerate, um, being able to be compassionate by listening. And I think Bake embodies all those things. I think he's got a good balance of football, and he knows when to, put in the time solely for football. And he also has that, once he leaves the building, there's a lot of other things that he embodies that I think he shows while he's in the building and when he's out. So I think he does a good job of, just having that balance in life that probably all of us, regardless of profession, are searching for.
Fantastic. Thank you, Coach.
David?
Hey, Coach. A lot is made in this league about having an identity. Earlier this season, this team felt like it lacked an identity. We probably went in thinking it would be the defense, but there were some struggles then. Now, on this winning streak, do you feel this defense has established an identity, and what do you think that is?
I was kind of asked this question a year ago, and I'm probably going to say the same thing. I mean, you can call it whatever you want to call it. I think things are always changing. They always evolve. I think you deal with the things that are in front of you. I think you work on the things that you feel like you're not doing well. I think you try to build off the things that you are doing well. And, at the end of the day, it comes down to you're just trying to win. And you try to play good complementary football in all three phases. Obviously, defensively, we're a third of that. And, whatever it is, and it may be different one week from the next. So I do, appreciate the work that our players put in. I think that's a credit to them. Week in and week out, they've all been diligent workers. And I believe, you see them play on Sundays, they play with great effort and great intensity. Those are the things that you can ask for, and, what people want to call it, they can call it.
Joe?
Hey, Josh, how's it going?
Good morning.
Last time I saw Robbie Leonard, he was talking about batted passes, and he was kind of explaining how it can be like virtually identical in impact to like a sack. A batted pass, 1st and 10 becomes 2nd and 10. It's sure something you guys talk to the players about. A sack might be a loss 2, 2nd and 12. They're similar in impact, even though one's considered a splash play and the other one is kind of overlooked. I'm wondering if there's any technicalities you can kind of break down for me relative to increasing the odds of batted pass. Obviously, you have a lot of guys who have, done that well this year.
Well, it's no different than tackling. We have specific drills that we use that have specific coaching points, just like we do with tackling, just like we do with interceptions. Just like we do with defeating blocks. And it's something that I would say as a defense that, we highlight, and really we started that a year ago with the batted balls, and kind of explain the impact that they have on the game. And, our players have bought into, one, the impact that they have in the game, but two, the drills that we ask them to do. And then obviously we're seeing some success or some carryover from the drills that we do in practice to, when they do them in group periods versus, whether it be our offense or a show team to game situations. I think you kind of all see that carryover. But yeah, there's definitely things that we do to try to increase the odds on that. And when you can do it, because there's certain situations that you would not want to be in that position. So, we kind of try to tie all those things in together, just a situational awareness and knowing and understanding. And then obviously, our players know and understand the impact of a batted ball and how big it is to us as a defense to keep offenses off track.
Thanks for that. And I just wanted to ask you one on Jalen Phillips. One thing I kind of noticed is his ability to cover a large amount of ground late in the development of a play. So I don't mean just like off the snap, he runs around a guy. I mean like the play's developing. Wow, how did he cover that much ground? What have you noticed about that,
Well, I think first it starts with he plays with great effort. I mean, he plays with great effort, and he's blessed with, he has a good amount of explosion to him. He has a good first step. But I think the thing with Jalen that, he's always playing with effort and, and a lot of our guys do. I mean, you'll see Adam Butler, you'll see Christian Wilkins, you'll see Jalen Phillips, you'll see these guys 20 yards downfield on a pass play. And, so I think, when they play with that effort and that intensity, not only does it seem like they're all over the field, they literally are.
Thank you, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Omar?
Want to ask you about the red zone efficiency. Obviously, that's an area where you guys did quite well in last year, and now you're getting back to it. I believe 50% is your percentage in red zone execution. What helped you guys tighten that coverage in the money area?
Well, I think, anytime you see improvement, obviously, first I would credit the players. I mean, they work at it. Obviously, we're probably coaching it better. They're probably playing it better. I think we all know and understand, how valuable points are in this league. And anytime that you get into the red zone and you can turn away, if you can only give up 3 points, if you can take the ball away, you can turn them over on downs, then that eliminates 7 points. I think we all understand the importance and that, down there, we really need our best execution, our best calls. And, and then again, it just depends week to week because a lot of times the offenses they're widely different on what they try to do and their philosophy down there. And then usually, again, it all goes back to, and we've talked about this many times is, we're just trying to put the players in the best position to succeed. And again, it comes back down to really, we need our best calls and our best execution in that part of the field because points are at a premium. And we all know how close, so many games in this league are. So if you can turn, if you can make 3 points, not 7, then you're that's a 4-point play for us defensively. If they get down there and we get a turnover or turn them on downs, and that could be potentially a 7 to 14 point swing depending on what happens in the game. So I think all of our guys are well aware of what's at stake when we get down there, and I think again it really just comes down to execution. And, having the guys in the right spots in those situations.
If I may ask another question, with Eric Rowe, I was stunned to realize he's like 2 tackles off from leading the team in tackles, considering his roles kind of evolved this season. And they're young players who are sort of taking some snaps and opportunities from him. How different are you using Eric, and how much has he helped the young players just kind of grow in what they're doing?
Yeah, I think Eric, whether it's the run or pass, I think, I think he's got a much better understanding of his fits in the run game. From, I would say just 2 years ago when he just moved to the position. And I would say the other thing that, Eric's always been a good tackler. And so, I mean, he's always done well at that, but, he's doing a real good job in the pass game of, seeing where the ball is going, breaking, and getting to the football. So, again, and that's one thing that, we ask our guys to play with a relentless pursuit. And we're getting that from a lot of guys. And Eric is a big part of that. And he is a solid tackler, when he's in position, whether it's in line at the line of scrimmage or he's in space where he's in coverage, whether he's in zone coverage or man coverage. Eric's been a solid tackler for us.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.